like me, you wonder if people telling you things to do walk their talk, you know? And for me, especially if I don't see someone's vulnerability or their dark side or whatever, I'm like, are you full of it? But anyway, let me tell you a short story. If you're wondering if I do I feel my feelings? Just flew on Monday to Boston for a 4-day trip surrounding a TEDx talk that I was lucky enough to be selected to give at Walden Pond. The day before the talk, or 2 days before the talk, I went up to Maine to see my partner's best friend. And the day before the talk, my partner was like, let's trail run. And I'm like, we can't trail run, my ankles. But I was being accommodating. It'll probably be fine. I trail run halfway through. Should we run the roads or go back through the trail? We decided to go back through the trail. Sure enough, I hurt myself. I don't realize I hurt myself because I ran quite a bit after and kind of like did some angry running about something we won't get into here. And then while driving to Concord, Massachusetts, although we were lost, I realized my ankle the yelp moment actually resulted in swelling and pain and not being able to move my foot. So here I am the day before TEDx talk, planning to wear these little heels, not really with many shoe options, trying to go that night and schmooze with all the speakers and make a connection, and I'm in excruciating pain. And anyway, our Airbnb host had a boot and child-sized crutches. I got to the speaker dinner, didn't really move that much. At the end of the night, couldn't bear weight without yelping. It was very scary. And all I want you to know is that I spent a considerable portion of that evening and the next day particularly crying my way through the day. I luckily was like, okay, I think I know my talk well enough that I'm no longer worried about that, at least, but I am worried about being able to stand, being able to bear weight without yelping. It changed things, but I just felt really humbled, sad, scared, and I cried. I cried and cried and cried and knew that I needed to cry. My partner was like, do you always cry this much when you get injured? I'm like, no, dude, I'm getting injured the day before TEDx, don't you get it? But anyway, and I crushed it. I took 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen. It was great. And, part of how I think I was able to maneuver that was just to keep having my feelings. And in general, the thing I'll add is that I think that having feelings, being willing to be sad or mad or scared or whatever it is when you're in the moment keeps you fresh and not backlogged and not crabby and curmudgeonly and, makes for a delightful person. That when you're not happy, be whatever you are. And just know that I'm doing it with you. And I have one more event to do tonight. I'm having a big party. If you live in the Bay Area, come join. And then I'm going to lie under a rock and feel that.